This is it's called Colors Lecture. Well, Colors Collectors is a magazine edited by the Benetton Group. It's 20 years, they're celebrating 20 years old, and they asked me of doing an issue for the 20 years anniversary. Well, as a product designer, well, I was a bit, I wanted a solution, you know, it's a bit something that is totally different from what I usually do. And right here, just taking advantage of the 20th anniversary, I said, well, yeah, I can actually create a collector object. A collector in English has two translations. Well, the adjective that it means that it's you do it as a celebration, and it's also a hobby, right? It's you collect things. A collector is a noun, a person, and it would play on the content and the object itself, right? Using this word collector. Well, this is the number which represents all the objects that you can find in the magazine itself. Because they are, I can't remember how many collectors, but inside each and every one has its own collection. And the concept of collection is that of putting so many things together. So collectors are some crazy guys who just want to gather stuff and collect objects. This man right here, for example, is a man who collects all objects which remind Concord. Can you hear me? We have selected these for the you know, they're so crazy, these guys, and they're kind of funny. Concorde is a very nice collection because the Concorde has been a super invention of design because it's been this magic airplane that allowed you to go in New York in 5 hours from Europe. I can't remember after how many years the story. Well, they have had some problems of the mechanics, and therefore this invention just disappeared. And this guy just collects all the things that were on the Concorde, from the smallest details, just like the pencil that they give you and the little notebook and the pillow and so on. This guy just collects a super invention that does not exist anymore, and therefore this allows you to understand what the Concorde experience was like. And then there's this other guy called Martin Pye. He's a photographer, totally crazy for objects which represent a symbol. If you see right here, a plate, there's a face of Obama. He collects all objects that allow you to do like merchandising promotion. There's this teapot with Margaret Thatcher. He loves this. He hates Margaret Thatcher, but he loves that teapot, basically, and therefore in that teapot she looks ugly, so he loves it. And this is a way of finding people who are totally nuts. Each and every one is more absurd one from the other. Like this lady right here collects tea bags. So basically, she has created a system to dry these small tea bags because, well, she's English, so she's British, and therefore having a tea is definitely something, a part of your life, right? And therefore drying these tea bags is definitely a way of remembering that tea that she drank with those 15 minutes or 2 hours that she spent with this lady, or this other friend, or whatever. Some, I must say, they're kind of crazy, but it's fun to have these crazy people around, actually. And at the end of the magazines, there's some postcards, so you can actually start your own collection of postcards thanks to the magazine. Well, the magazine is in a special packaging, which is numbered. And then we've done an exhibition that went in Lisbon, Paris, I can't remember where, but to do promotions of this issue. And something which was pretty important was that the cover page is a rigid cover page. The magazine usually it has a pretty soft paper, and this time has a more a look of an object. I want this to stay in the shelves as if it's a vase. I don't know. It's just an object that you need to collect.